Hello guys. So wow, just when I was about to say let's do a channel message or let me have story time with you guys.
Over 2,000
Okay, I want to give you guys
it's like the perfect relationship.
information about what happened today. Okay. Um Earlier I was real hyped. Okay. I was real goddamn go hyped. Okay. And it wasn't on no stupidityness or ignorancy. I have you. It was ignorancy that the situation happened. It was ignorant. It was ignorant. Okay. If you guys know or being aware of what's going on about this organized crime, me being smear campaign every time I come out my house. Okay. Because I'm a homebody. I'm always at home. I'm always in my own lane and whatnot or have you. But I have been sitting in my house, y'all, and I had been just chilling and waiting for things to, I basically make up my mind if I was going to go ahead and just leave and go take care of my business or just sit back and wait. Okay, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead because I started to feel real bad, like because I didn't eat. Okay, and it's not like it's not. How do I say this? When you start to feel bad, it's the parasites getting weak. It's not you weak. It's the parasites being weak. And I'm stating this, and I want you to understand something when I state this. Parasites will give witchcraft power. I'm going to say this again for the people in the background that's going through spiritual attacks, going through spiritual warfare. Parasites will give our energy, our spirit, what gives spell work power. Okay? I didn't say that right. But parasites will give spirit work power. Okay? Now, how does that happen? In the form of what happened today with me. It's the videos that you will see that being posted on my page. Okay? Knowing. Okay? In the knowing that everything that was revealed or said was form of an act. Right? With the smear campaign. Nobody's verbally really actually just saying nothing until after the fact the smear campaign was happening and going on. Right? So in the midst of me going through this situation, y'all, I ended up blogging on the way to the store. I just knew I was going to go through the spirit campaign or whatnot, what have you. I go through that, going to the store. On my way, when I got to the store, I kind of sat down. I was really kept saying like I don't feel good. I felt drained. I felt very weak. I felt like my energy was being pulled from me. Okay, and she said definitely it was. Yeah, they're siphoning for energy from me. Okay. So I'm guessing this was supposed to count for the record. Okay. I guess this is what you call a big one. But I guess to say my person and her are working together in this organized crime because she was trying to be funny before I even started that. Before I get into this message, she tapped my energy. She was saying, "Oh, I'll be smear campaign," and he gonna say, "Telepathically, don't do that." They're just showing me, prevented to me that they're all operating together. Okay, it's no shame in their game. It's no embarrassment in their game, should say. But everybody's running scared. Okay, they're terrified as hell. Anyway, moving forward. So as I continue to go on with my day with this smear campaign, had no issues getting there. Going there. It was about the issue of me. No, when I stopped, I took a break. I decided to sit at Subway. I said, well, I'm gonna take me a break at Subway because I was really feeling weak. I was feeling them pulling my energy. Okay, and excuse me. They had a black guy come in there, big bug-eyed guy. He had black and white on, and he had a Nike check on his shorts. And I wasn't recording. I just had my phone in my hand. I was looking at videos on my phone or whatnot, getting ready for a phone call. So I'm sitting there, and he's coming in. He's looking all in my face like, hey, as to say, look at me, like look at my eyes. Like, I looked at him and rolled my eyes like, boy, what the fuck? It's like they tried to place like fear attacks on me or whatever. But I'm the type of person. I'm not a feary person. I'm not a scared person. Okay, I'm not scary at all. Okay. When you're a psychic and you have spiritual gifts and knowledge and talents, fear don't work on you. That type of ignorancy of energy is weak compared to my vibration. Okay, it's real weak. And as soon as I felt it, I rejected it. When I rejected it, it fell off of me. It wasn't meant for me. Okay? Um, your energy speaks to your soul. Okay? And when your energy speaks to your soul and it doesn't match your vibration, it won't have no weight to linger. It has to go back to the sender. Okay? Just like I told you guys about the fear taskers that they put on me by opening up a door of fear. Okay, now that energy have went back, they're trying to get rid of the energy. Okay, first they were dealing with a lust demon. Then I went from dealing with a lust demon to spiritually raping me in my sleep, penetrating my sleep. So now they then open up a fear door. Now they're trying to project fear, trying to place fear somewhere, and it ain't working. Okay, so it's like when they get one thing, they gonna open up the door, they gonna open up and do another thing, and then when that thing actually happening and the weight goes back, it's like, oh, well, we're gonna try to put this person on fear again, and it's not working. Okay, so I'm just sitting there like ugh, you know what I mean? And I didn't even pay the guy no mind. That's how weak it was. I didn't pay him no mind. Any other time I would have cut my camera on and start recording that guy. And it's not to say like when other people come in and they intimidate me or they try to intimidate me or make me feel uncomfortable that I cut my camera on. No, I'm getting evidence. Because when this lawsuit go down, you're going to be held accountable for your actions. This is fun and games right now. I'm proud of these people. I'm glad to know that these people are proud of themselves for attacking the chosen. I'm proud of them too. Hell, I should be the one saluting their asses. Because you want to know why they helping me to ascend. They keeping me and my spirit in check of their dirty deeds and their ugly actions towards me. That's what it's doing. It brings me into a higher vibration. Okay? And after a while, when they touch that energy, they're going to tap that energy, their ass is going to flatline. That's divine truth. They're going to fall straight the hell out. Ooh, that energy too vibrational. I can't reach her. Yeah. Okay? That's something to realize. Okay? But, so I'm sitting there. There's another guy. He came in with the same thing going. Okay? And he came in a big black truck or whatever. A nice big old truck. When I think it was a dually. Okay? And he had dark tinted windows. So I saw him. I just felt like as though like he was on my side. I don't know why. Because I felt I saw the Scooby-Doo socks. Okay? I saw the Scooby-Doo socks. And when I saw the Scooby-Doo socks, I'm like, okay, yeah. That's my best day. That's my, yeah. That's how I felt. And I'm not a person to speak, but if you speak to me, I'll speak back. But if you speak, I don't speak. I stay in my lane. Okay? But I was taking care of my business or whatnot or have you. And I had went up there to get some tuna. And y'all, I couldn't. Like, oh man, when you spiritual and you really tapped in, it's like some things your body just not gonna allow you to take in. But I did. And y'all, when I did, I'm gonna tell you what I did. Whew, I had some tuna. I was gonna get a tuna sandwich. Okay? I said, no, that's gonna be too much. I don't want a lot. And I got to the thing and I started to get grossed out immediately. And when I stood there, I touched my stomach. It was like, ugh. It was like, ugh. I don't know. It was like, ugh. I don't know. I just didn't feel right. My whole spirit just kind of shifted. And I looked right at the tuna fish when I did it. Like, I was like, oh, Lord God, ugh. Like, as I say, like, protect my wounds, protect my insides, okay? Don't, whatever is in the food, don't let it touch me. Don't let it affect my wounds. Don't let it affect my spirit, my soul. That's the type of I went for. Because I was like, when I got there, I was grossed out. I ain't gonna lie. I was grossed out. And I was looking at the guy like, hold on, wait. Because I don't eat meat. Like, hold on. Like, that's real tuna. That's tuna fish, right? He's like, yeah, that's tuna. I'm like, oh, okay. Give me a little bit. Don't give me a lot. And he was like giving me 2 scoops. He's like, oh, it's on the house. I'm like, I understand it's on the house. Thank you. But hold on, wait a minute. I don't want all of that, And he gave me like maybe 1 or 2 scoops. But yeah, I was blessed for him to give it to me. Okay. But I just couldn't. My body, and I ate some was it I don't know why I want to say Brussels sprouts. Y'all love Brussels sprouts. I don't know why I want to call them things Brussels sprouts, but it's some type of spinach that I had with it. Okay, and I ate the spinach. Okay, and as I was eating, I was making sure I had a lot of spinach on because I didn't want to taste the tuna fish. Okay, it's just, oh my god, I don't know how to really speak on that, but my body didn't relate to it. I had drunk some sweet tea, some sweet lemonade. Y'all, I haven't been even eating or drinking anything bad. I've been drinking sweet tea and Sprite, and just it just didn't sit with me. It didn't. And I was in there and I don't know, like I didn't feel good. I did not feel good at all. Like I did not feel good. I even walked even further and got to the store, and I'm in the middle of trolling and I'm just talking, trying to keep myself, aware and certain of what's going on and whatnot, what have you. And honestly, yeah, I really did not feel good. I never actually had that moment where I just kind of felt a little bad. And I'm sitting there and I'm just talking. And if you can kind of listen to me and knowing how I talk, you will be like, yeah, she don't sound too good. You can tell now she don't feel too good. Something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So even when I got to the store, I sat there at in that little seat by the little cool cup thing where they buy ice cream or whatever at. And I just kind of blogged and watched the traffic and see how they trolling me and all or trolling. It's just not just directly to me. I believe it's around everywhere. Okay. So I end up finally getting up and blogging in the store or whatnot or have you. And I don't know, like when I was talking to the girl in the store, it's like something just shifted. Like I can tell like something shifted. I sensed it. Even when I was walking to the store, which I skipped out on, I was blogging. You will hear me in the video saying, hold on, something broke, something breaking. And I had my necklace on. And this is for spiritual protection, okay? For any spiritual attacks or any spell work that's been thrown at you, okay? It protects you from that. And I had it in my shirt, so they didn't see this. Okay, sometimes when people see something, they don't say spell cast for words. Okay, they don't say that because they know that shit'll bounce right back off and go right back to them. Okay, that's truth. Okay, and they know that because they use crystals to protect themselves and do spell work or whatnot too. Okay, they're aware of that, so they know that shit won't work, especially if you chose it, And anywho's. So I said, y'all, something breaking, and I can feel my necklace, like as I said, like it was breaking off of me, like something was breaking off of me, and I'm like, all right, y'all, something breaking, and I grabbed my necklace because it was around my neck, and I start moving my necklace. Okay, I said, okay, something breaking, and I shift my necklace, and after a while, I start to see that my necklace wasn't broke. Okay, because if your necklace break, sometimes you just get rid of it. Okay, that means something has ended. Okay, when it have whatever work that it was supposed to do, it had finished its course. Okay, and it's completed. Okay, something assignment has been completed, and that's what the divine was really trying to tell me with my neck. My necklace didn't break, something being completed. So if you've been working with your crystal or praying with your crystal or doing anything, and someone sent something to you in the middle of that was a sign that it broke. I'm gonna tell you that now. I felt it. Okay, and when I got in the store, I felt the energy shift. I stopped and I started speaking to the lady in the store, and I said, I'm blogging. Can I blog that? And I don't know, y'all. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And I say beautiful because the moment that I had was beautiful. I endured me having a decent conversation, which a conversation that I actually needed to have with someone, because people trying to isolate me. So when I take the time to be open-minded with somebody or communicate, that feeds my soul, that feeds my spirit, and I feed that person's spirit. And I said, well, maybe I can help y'all. Y'all can go viral, and I'll come back and show y'all levels of viralness. Like if another store see y'all, like they're gonna give you support too. You know, people go to certain stores and they go blog into the store. They don't compete. That they would do is put them on the map. Like that's putting the place in the city on the map for the goodest fruits or the goodest the neatness of the store. Like that's the type of shit that happens when you blog. People start recognizing how organized it is. Have you ever noticed that? Like when people go to certain stores, people say, "Oh, well, such and such over here, da da da," and they got the best this, that, and the third there. And people start blogging, and people go to that store to blog, and will brag on these people, and we will get noticed for going to that store, but not just noticed, but on social media, our platform will be big, and they will say, "Hey, that's the number one store. Go blog here, go blog there." Not only that, but that store will get recognition for people blogging there and them keeping a organized store. So, say for instance, they go in there to Cole, go in there to to see their ranking or their organization in that store, meaning like if everything is in order and everything passes, because you know every store they go through some type of test and they'll automatically give them an A plus. Like the say for instance they get a C, a person will be like, "Oh no, hey, look, I blog here every day. Like they getting so much comments, this, that, and the third. You can't put this person at this rate. This person got big rate. This person business going, this store going viral." Okay, on the quality of the meat, quality of the food, quality of the people that work here. Like these people are popular. You know what I'm saying? That's what type of shit that stands in when people try to dim the store or dim the quality of the store, or bring conflict to a store, or bring attention to a store in an environment. When you're going through that type of things, you bring a store up to ranking, okay, a top notch rank or in that position, or put that person in a higher rank in what they're in, okay, working in a store like that. So because they're being looked at as being organized, they're looked at as knowing how to manage and supply the goods for the store, and to make other people comfortable coming and going out the store, okay. So anyway, as far as me blogging and looking at the thing, y'all, that store is the first store out of Texas that has this machine that you go in. Y'all, I don't know what it's called. I have no idea what it's called. Like you can order like your cakes, and like instead of you calling in, you can go to that little like a kiosk, and place your orders. Okay, you can see like this things that's on sale. You can put up the sale thing on there. You can press the little green button and say sales, and the sales paper will pop up, and you will see what's all on sale. You can actually place the order for a cake and take the receipt, will print out, and you can go take it to the bakery, and they will bake it for you while you're shopping, or put in a date and time when you want it to be, made for you. And I just thought that was very neat. I thought that was very, creative to have, and I didn't put the young girl on there. I should have, to see that she was a good promoter, but I didn't. I didn't think she was comfortable with that. But I did tell her. I said, "Well, I don't have you on here, or whatever." So she was like, "Okay," So I didn't know if she was comfortable with that or not. But I know next time when I go blog, I will ask that guy, is it okay for me to blog where I can be more comfortable in the store while I'm blogging? Because when I go there, I go for the vegetables and the fruits. I don't go for anything else. So I think what I'll do, I'll ask him, is it okay if I actually come here and blog? Like, because they keep it so neat. They really do, y'all. But anyway, moving forward, on my way walking back from the store, all my bags was heavy, okay? All my stuff was heavy. And I'm struggling, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to blog, keep my evidence up just in case somebody want to act crazy. And eventually they did. There was a couple of them that went cuckoo on me. And so I'm walking down the street, so I decided to not cross the street, because if the last time they put a box in the middle of the street, and it got lines in the road. So I said, well, I'm not just to go walking no rocks and all that, trying to walk home. I'm already tired and hot, and I don't feel good. So I walked on the other side of the street, which is the right side to walk on if you're gonna walk home or walk anywhere. Okay. And long as they have a white line. Long as you're in that line, that traffic should not come across that line. And they didn't have any sidewalks, okay? And I don't know if they have what you call pedestrians out here or not, but if they don't, they should have pedestrian, okay? That's Texas state law. That should be called pedestrians that walk down the street. That's what we are called when we're walking down the street. And if you cross certain line in that that person is walking on that line that you can't cross, then you have crossed not jurisdiction, but pedestrian lane. Okay, that's how I'm going to quote that. So I'm walking down the street, y'all. They know it's no sidewalk there, so it's all grass. And you walking in the grass, that's going to kind of weigh you down, and you quick in the grass and walk in the grass. So I say, well, I'm not going to walk in the grass. There's no sidewalk up here, so I walk on the side of the road, and I'm inside the lining. Okay, if you notice where I walk at, and you see where I'm on the line, I'm not walking directly in the street. So if they pass by me, it's a tight space, but if you driving and you take your time, you will not hit me, okay? You see me. So some people got over, okay? Some people got over. Some people just drove up on me until they got close to me and then decided to get over when they had a lot of chance. They had a opening spot to get over. And one guy almost hit another car because the lady behind okay, let me say this. They had a truck coming towards me that was in the middle lane, okay? They had a car that was behind the truck. The white car that was the gray car that was behind the truck. The white car got behind that other car, so it was 3 cars coming. And the last car got over because it saw me. Now, the guy that was in the middle, that the truck was coming first, and he was behind that truck, he merged over because the truck was going slow because they were trolling. Okay, so he was holding up the traffic, and the guy got over. He got frustrated because I guess he was about to hit the car. I'm not really sure about that part. And as he getting over, he saw me, and he just. I looked at him like, what the fuck? And I said, it always got to be somebody young. It always got to be a young asshole. It always got to be. It no matter what, when, what, or how. Okay, it got to be somebody young. So, I end up, what I end up doing, I end up still walking. I kept walking. I didn't pay no mind. So, I was like, fuck him. And then shit, I just start cussing out everybody because everybody seemed like to me when that energy shift with them, it's like they can sense that shit and they start acting weird and it was like, as I say, they was talking out the window towards the window like, I'm looking at them like, what the fuck? And the girl telling me, no, look at them. I'm looking at them and they just talking shit. I'm looking at them like, yeah, okay. So shit, I was like, fuck you. I started cussing their ass out, fuck you. I said, I hope you read my motherfucking lips. Like, who feels to take that shit when we walking down the street and y'all just fucking terrorizing somebody, act like you about to hit them? Like, that's weird. That's disrespectful. That is totally disrespectful. You don't ever do that shit to nobody. Because what about if I was your fucking daughter? You want nobody to treat your fucking kid like that. So why would you treat a grown-ass woman like that? And God forbid God put your children in that type of position to have to go through that. Then you're gonna be reminded of me. That's crazy. You don't never do that to nobody. That was demonic. That was wicked. That lays to let me know you have no soul. You have no soul. You're empty. That whole situation revealed to me quite frankly and quite clear. Okay? So while I'm walking, y'all, they had my person truck, color my person truck passed by, and it said something about kissing and something, kissing and telling them they hating on us or some shit. Y'all, I don't listen to that type of music. I don't listen to that. Like, I'm on a whole nother spiritual vibration. I'm listening to music that, feeds my soul. That shit don't feed my soul. I'm not on that. So he's trying to make it seem like he on my side talking about they kissing and telling that they hating on us. the fuck is you talking about, nigga? I ain't working with you. I ain't with you, I ain't with her. What the fuck is you doing? And I walked up and said, oh, okay, I'm gonna get your ass. I'm gonna fix your ass. You gonna be surprised when you see this motherfucker shit on social media. Like what? The fuck? Ain't shit going on over here with me, with you, with her. Y'all want what I got. Let's make that clear. Let's make that real clear. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. So, I'm like, okay, yeah, I got the attention now. They mad, they real mad, but they trying to relate to me and they trying to put it all on her and then turn around and she put it on him and him put it on her. Like, it's all a little ticky-tacky game, okay? And I said game over. But y'all know, I have to come to y'all on social media and tell y'all my truth of what's going on, you know, to keep exposing these people for what they're doing, especially when it comes to somebody playing with your freedom when you out, okay? And in the middle of that situation, not like, I'm gonna say maybe 10 or 20 minutes after that car passed, the police passed by. And I guess somebody kind of reported me saying that I cussed them out because an old man in a black truck, he looking at me walking down the road and he was just smiling. And I was smiling too, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna let them kill my joy. That's what they want. Like I was actually encouraging myself, and the guy was smiling, and I was smiling too. But he looked at me and he was smiling, and I was already smiling. I was like, God, they got him. They mad. In the back of my mind, like, and then I'm encouraging myself at the same time while he's trying to troll me, make me feel some type of way. So, I just started like snapping. Like I could feel them projecting on me while I'm walking down the street. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, it's like I looking at them, they looking at me. And it's like giving me the stank look like they ain't never seen somebody walking down the street. You know, but that's how they do it. It's organized crime. So after that, I end up, you know, walking so far. The officer passed me by. Not too long after my person, that guy that pulled up, that posted, I ain't gonna say my person because that's not my person, it's a false person. So hold on, y'all, my food. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. I'm smelling it and I don't want nothing burnt. No. Okay, it's cooking. So anywho, I'm walking down the street and I see the officer pass by, okay? When the officer passed by, how would I say this? When the officer passed by me, he had his finger like this on his mouth, okay? And he was shooting me the finger, okay? I'm guessing they called, and it was a white lady that I looked at and saw, and she was looking at me. She knew what I said. They all get mad, but you trolling somebody. Like they're not supposed to get mad. Like, get real. Come on, move around. Anywho's, so they had the police come by and shoot me the finger. Now, if I paid taxes, that would have been a whole different story. That would have been a whole different story for me to talk about. Even if I don't pay taxes, you're here to serve and protect. While you are here in this organized crime attacking an innocent person, walking down the street trying to make it, instead of you looking at the traffic and sitting back and watching the traffic and watching how they're trying to run me over on this road, you gonna come around and give me the finger. Make it make sense. Make that shit make sense, man. Now I got evidence. You point me the finger. So that's just to lead to back this situation up. So the video that I have of me walking from the store and they trolling me and the police comes right after they troll me, okay? I believe honestly, truthfully, that that's the same officer. I had a video footage of it. It was like 3 or 4 of them passing by, okay? Like they were sitting at the certain side of the street and they all just start coming out at the same time, okay? And then after a while, I look back and they were all right behind each other, okay? Not only that, when I come from around the little store and I walk up the feeder road, there's another officer. I think he was coming up my way. He was coming my way. Okay, and I was in the middle of the street ready to cross, and I got his face. Okay, and I honestly want to say that's the same man. That's the same man. I don't know if he got information about my website or he was told or if the video got back to him or whatnot or what have you. But I honestly feel like that's the same officer. Okay, that's the same doggone officer. So, anyways, I ended up calling the authority. I stopped in the middle of me walking, and I put my bags down and I called the authority. And I only had like maybe 3 to 4% on my phone, and I said, okay. My phone, when I called it, my phone hung up. And immediately, right after my phone hung up, I got right by that Cool Cup place, and that lady picked me up and gave me a ride. She asked me if I didn't want to ride. I said, sure, no problem. I told her, I said, dang, I said, I didn't know that there were racists out here. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I said, a cop just shot me the finger. Like, just point the finger at me. And they were like, how did, like, basically, they were asking me, how did he do it? And I'm like, he did like this, but another car was passing by, and it looked like it was an unmarked car, a black Bourbon, unmarked Bourbon. And right after I got off the phone, and the lady picked me up, and it was like, she was like, how he did it? And I looked at her, and I said, he did his finger just like that. And we was looking at each other, and she thought it was funny, but I thought it was wrong because I'm literally the one that's sitting down here struggling, trying to get home with my bags, and it's hot as hell, and I'm weak as hell, trying to make it home, and the middle of all that, you know. And I was like, yeah, I'm serious. That's what he did. And I said, I called the police. Like, you know, I wouldn't dare invest in this town. I wouldn't. Not being treated like that, that's ridiculous. So I get home and I call them, and I tell the lady, I'm like, hey, you know, my phone went dead. You know, I just got home and I'm calling to follow up with the call. So I talked to the officer on the way of me coming from the store. I get to the apartments, and he called me. It's all a setup, okay? It's all a plot and a plan, you know. When I get here, there's a black guy getting out of his car, and he has a vest in his hand. And in my song, I said something about a nigga said I'm not bulletproof vest or something like that. Like, he's mimicking all the song like a little, like, it's just giving bitch. It's giving I'm a bitch and I'm a simp bitch. Like, I just have to be real, because why the fuck who in their right mind gonna take that type of motherfucking time out like they ain't wrong for what the fuck they did? Like, I done just found out that you just try to set me up and get me killed and just tell me out your own mouth, I let you live. I say, bitch, I had every right to kill you. Like, make this shit make sense. It's not making sense. These people out here breaking laws and authorities with this shit. And in the back of my mind, you would think like, Erica, it ain't no way out of this. That's what it'll put you in the mindset of, you know, everybody's against you. Even the law officials. You know, it ain't no help. Ain't the feds not doing nothing. Nobody's doing nothing. So you're a coward. You have no power. You have no strength. You have a lack of knowledge. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can go to the next level, but you can't go through it without me. See, I'm your way. I'm your help. You need me. That's what it puts you in the mindset of. And it'll make you feel like, oh, I gotta run back to him. But bitch, I'm saying shit, you got me fucked up. I'm moving mountains. I'm moving big mountains. I got your attention. What's up? What's good? Ugh, nigga. What's good? What's good, nigga? What you saying? You ain't saying nothing. What you talking? You ain't talking enough, nigga. What's up? You taking action, you ain't taking no real action. What's good? Trying to intimidate me? I'm a soldier. I was built for this. God chose me. God picked me. God would never let me fail. God would never lead me astray. Neither will he let my children either. What's good? You ain't doing nothing. But that's the type of mind a person will put you in. My divine beings, my chosen, that's the type of mind they will put you in. That's how they will make you feel. Like you ain't valuable enough. Like you're not worth nothing. Like you don't fit in the situation. That's how that's how they try to take your power. That's how they try to take your energy. That's how they try to dim you. That's how they keep you in that lower vibrational energy. Like, girl, you small. They got power over you. You look at it. They got the police after you. They got they got the, and baby, it ain't even like that. It's not like that. I'm chosen, collective, lift your head up. Put your head up, put your chest up. Wipe them tears. Stop worrying. Stop. We got these folks' attention. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Go in the bathroom and go cut the light on and go sit in there and listen to this video, what I'm just to tell you. You won this battle already. You understand me? They couldn't stop something. They're angry. They're looking for a way to get rid of that anger. They're looking for a way to escape it. You done got some truth. You got a whole verification. Okay? And they have to expose that shit before they go to jail. So what is you sitting over there mad about? What are you pouting about? Why are you so hurt? Don't take this as someone making you feel that way. You take it as, okay, I got their attention. Now God give me strength and power to keep going. You better not sit there and feel bad and sorry for those folks that they did you like that. You better not sit no sympathy. You better not question yourself. Now be. You better not sit there and be worried. You speak your truth and you keep pressing. You give people hope and you keep going. Don't you sit there and be sorry for what somebody done to you. You can't control nobody. But you can't control yourself. And those that's in your energy trying to control you, expose their ass. Speak your truth and keep going. You're not pressed. You're the innocent one. Don't you forget that. You fucking innocent. Remember that. If you don't remember nothing else, no, I'm innocent. These people coming for me and what belongs to me. They trying to fight me for my path. I ain't fighting for nothing. I'm standing for something. So you make this situation here, let it be known, yeah, my blessing coming. Because right before I did anything, y'all, I see the big, what it said, bank. Yeah, I see the big truck. It was a bank. That truck said bank. Yo, it's a bank. That's what said. That's what said. Bitch, I looked at it all the way till I couldn't see it no more. I looked at it till it went far away. Sure did. And I'm saying, yup, the closer that I was close to that van, that's the fastest my money gonna come. The farther these people get out of my engine, the closer my money come. The weaker they getting, the more they prevail to me, the closer my money coming. Yeah, I am the money magnet. Okay? Speak life into that situation. What happened today just gave me strength to call in my money. Okay? We're gonna alchemize this energy. We're gonna alchemize every goddamn thing we just got through talking about. And I ain't finished either. But we're gonna alchemize it while I'm on this live. It's gonna work for us. It's gonna work. Do you understand me? The more they prevail, the more we alchemize to get balance. The more we pull in what they prevented that's coming. For those that try to come in and block what's coming, because they really mad because they ain't get it. You got to realize, when we stop having sex with our narcissistic men and these red locks, these people can't take our energy no more and sipe our sexual energy and steal our blessings, because remember, that's what they've been doing. That's why they're so mad, because you ain't laying with them. Not only that, you protecting yourself. They can't pull our sexual energy no more. And best believe they've been trying with their little nasties. They've been trying. Okay? And you standing up and you taking that in your own sexual energy. You letting it work for yourself. So they teaching you what they doing to you. They teaching you how to use that energy. Yeah, they sit back there laying up there playing with that thing. And we're going to sit back there and we're going to work our thing for us. We don't need you taking from that. That's our property. Nothing that belong over here and there belong to you. It's mine. My mama made this. I ain't asked you, what do you want some of what my mama made? I ain't welcome to you to that. So what you doing want what my mama made. My mama ain't make this for you. My mama made this for me. Nobody offered you none of this. What you doing putting your hand over here? What you doing pulling this energy from over here? Ain't nobody asked you to do that. Ain't nobody come over. This is a no zone. No zone. That's you gotta start thinking to yourself. When you start feeling, hey, telepathically, no zone. No zone, nigga. Zoom out. Zoom out. This is not for you. This is not yours. I didn't tell you this was yours. I didn't tell you I was yours. No. You got the game fucked up. You gotta start speaking life and setting boundaries. While you setting boundaries in the physical, set boundaries in the spiritual. Because this is all spiritual. You let them know, hey, you is not to pull my energy. You is not to pull my sexual energy. Back up. I done warned you. Now I done fairly warned you. Now I'm fit to go in on you. Now you tell my energy I'm taking you down in that realm. I'm not here to play with you. You're not fit to come over here and take from me because you feel comfortable to. You feel like you have the right to. Start beating that ass in that realm if you got to. Do what you got to do to protect your energy because they have no right to just come and feel like they can snatch something from you. You pray for whatever is coming to you. You ask God for whatever that you wanted. God gave you confidence and information to what's coming to you. You stand up and make sure that shit don't get taken from you. You protect that like you protect your energy. You protect that. You got every right to. And it's only right that you do. Don't let nobody feel like you should sit there and let somebody do you like that. Shit, that's why the divine stepped in and told you what it was. So why divine ain't gonna sit there and let them do that? They having fun right now. But when the divine get done, woo, that's what the divine gonna have you doing. That's gonna be that type of joy spirit in your spirit after it's all said and done. Cause somebody not on your timeline. They still doing shit way when they first met you. That is not your timeline right now. They gotta go. They not on your timeline. Neither of these people in your energy are on your timeline. They're in the past. They stuck in the past. They doing the same things that they were doing back in 2003 when they first met you. That's the shit that they doing. You on a whole different time level. You done lived, learned, grew, done wrote books, and you up here doing more shit that you was doing before you got to this point. You have done so much healing and so much inside work upon yourself. You can go. Me personally, I can go back and go look at mine. I can go back and go look at where I made it at, where I began that. I'm up here doing, that my soulmate, that my soulmate, that my twin, that my twin mate, and you think, oh my God, that my man, yeah, that's me. That's that child. And I don't know, and sleep like a motherfucker, trying to wake up. You can tell I was asleep. Boy, hey, I slap my own stuff in the matrix if I can go back there and slap it. I slap the shit out your ass. I smack your ass all the way from baby you back here. I smack y'all, keep smacking until you get, you up yet, bitch? God damn it, woo! Better smack up your ass, god damn it. Shit. They trying to be funny too on the cool, cause they listening to my song. She was listening to my song the other day. And they telepathically talking to me because they trying to bring up my song. He feels some type of way, but you should have did what you did. God put it where I spoke my truth. Now you heard me. Now you think I'm supposed to care about how you feel about my music. That's not my place. That's not my place to worry about how you feel. But everything that I do and I say, they're going to take it as I'm talking about them anyhow. It don't even matter if the song meant for you or not. You still feel some type of way about it. It don't matter. I can do a reading right now. I'm in her energy, so it's about me. Oh, you talking about me? You exposing my business. She put me out there. She talking about me. She's embarrassing me. She's shaming me. She talking about me. What you doing in the energy? You're causing chaos. What do you expect? That person's gonna protect themselves. You call somebody else's testimony something that they're supposed to keep to themselves when they want to teach somebody. You can't control me. And that's what people want to do. They want to control you. They want to control what you talk about. They want to control what you say. They want to project on you. They want to give you their heartache and their pain. They want to destiny swap with you. They want to kill you. They want to poison you. They want to come in your house and trespass your home. They want to kill your kids. They remove your kids from you and hide that they got your kids took it. And now all these documents and shit and these false reports getting brought up. Now it's like, oh, well, I'm getting brought up and I'm going to attack her again. That's what they're doing. It's like, I'm mad at this bitch. I'm going to attack that hoe. I'm going to attack that bitch. Fuck that bitch. I'm going to troll her. Troll her. She leaving out today. She got, yeah, they're coming. I'm calling them people right now. They leaving out today. And we going to troll her all day. Fuck that bitch. I got something for that bitch. Troll her. They hating on us, babe. I'm trolling you, but they hating on us, babe. They controlling me. You mad, I'm mad too. Up there pouting. Up there pouting, pissed off and mad because you making something out of what they did to you. You making something out of it. You making that shit work for you. They mad about it. Because now they looking at it and they saying this bitch was up. That bitch was making that music. We up here trolling her, gang stalking her. This bitch is woke up out of this. Now she done woke up. This shit gonna go viral. We're gonna be embarrassed. We're gonna be shamed. And you are. And you should be. You should be. You should be ashamed. You should be embarrassed. You very well should be. But how you be embarrassed about something that you caused? And your fingerprints behind all of it. You're the head leader of that of that occult service that you provided to come towards me. But that's the things that they don't admit. That's the things that they don't want you to talk about and know. But while they plotting, while we sitting here and they're attacking, they're plotting for the next victim. Not only that, look, check this out. They're looking for the next one. And when you go and move, they think they're going to take those plans where you going. Yeah, that's what they think. And guess what? They ain't going to be able to. Oh, no, they not. Oh, no. See, they think they're going to outsmart you and set shop against you with the authorities. And the authorities are already aware. Okay? They're aware. But whatever they think that you're going to land or go, they think that's where you're going to land and you're going to stay. See, people don't know you. They're just assuming right now, okay? They're wondering. They think they got this whole thing planned out. And they don't. They lost. They're lost against you. They know it's over with, okay? These people are really pissed because whatever they try to take, it belongs to you, ladies. I said ladies. It belongs to you, divine being, okay? It belongs to you, okay? Nobody can take what God got for you, okay? Ain't nobody in your energy can feed off of that, okay? Everything that they're doing now is the way of ciphering energy, okay? So they can build that energy up so they can do these rituals on tonight, okay? They prepared for the ritual. That's what they're doing, okay? And it all gonna backfire. Ooh, shit. That shit gonna backfire something terrible. I was sitting down. I heard a big bow. I said, boom. I said, look. I said, look at that. I said, the divine telling me, look over there at them cars. I looked over to the side of them cars. I said, Lord, I say, they telling me to go over here and pick out my car. I said, Lord, you know I'm not to get nothing out of this community. What was owed to me out of a community that just came paint the fuck out of me. Made me feel small when I know I'm a giant. Why would you Why would you pull back into that? Why would you feed them your blessing in that community? It don't make sense, loves. Be intelligent. Be a wise soul. They did too much. The God is not about to allow you to put nothing back. Whatever you be blessed with or God bless you with, God is not about to allow you to place a dime, whatever that you need to place or whatever you need. He's going to prepare a way where you come out the community and go somewhere and provide for you and your children and your family. God not going to let you put your money back in the community where somebody hurt you at. God not going to have it. He's not going to allow it. Why? Because he's protecting you. Because those are the same people that's going to set you up with that person, baby. That's it. Hey, I gotta tell you the truth. I gotta tell you what it is. You can't be a dummy all your life. I know you need a car. I know I need a car. I know the divine wants you to have a car. But they're like, no, don't you get one out here. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Divine said, hell no. Hell no. I didn't even get up out of that seat, y'all. I sat there and was looking. Okay? But at the end of the day, more to the story, more to the situation is that they're trying to block us out for what's going on. They want to block us out from healing. They want us to concentrate on them. They want us to concentrate where they can siphon and steal energy. By them smear campaigning us, that's stealing energy. That's stealing. And that's also an alphabets. Those are alphabets that they're doing. I'm going to give you information. I got a video on my channel, on my YouTube page, and the girl is breaking down the alphabets of what they doing. And when they do it, I'm going to break down the alphabets. Yeah, they're guiding me. I'm going to break down the alphabets. I'm going to break them down. So while they coming, I'm breaking them down. Okay? Red, C, R, red, C, W, white, something in that way. She was breaking them down, okay? It wasn't the color code. It was the color, the alphabet of the color or something of that nature. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna let you guys see. Okay, I got the video. Not even that, but when you go through these things, these changes, and you about to be blessed, they try to find a way to stop your blessing or hold it up. There's no holding up anything. It's your time. It's your season. They can't stop it. They can't block it. They can't hinder it. They can't do nothing. The only thing they can feed off of is what we're talking about and what we're seeing. And that's lifting the vibration. And they don't like that. They don't like when we can speak intelligence on top of their ignorance, on top of their foolishness. Because it looked like wounded warriors. That's what it looked like. I'm telling you what it is. Everybody dressed up, but they're looking like what they hiding. Reptilians. I see them. They're reptilians. I saw them. That's exactly what they are. Okay? You got sight to see, you see it. She was telling me to look, and I saw they look like reptilians. What else do you want me to say? What else do you, reptilian lizards? But it's the truth. Okay? I don't even come out, but they reveal themselves to me by trolling me. And they don't even see that. They're allowing me to see exactly what I've been seeing on social media. Spiritual truth. Okay? That's like I was telling y'all. The chemicals that they put on our foods, okay, that they spray on the foods, is to coat their skin. They really are green. Reptilians are green. Some of them are brown. Some of them are black. Okay? And really, they're all green. Okay, they really green. But if you got some dark ones, that color fades off to brown and black. Okay, that's the truth. Okay? But the real powerful reptilians, they're walking amongst us in human forms. After a while, they're not going to be able to do that because the sun is going to burst out. Okay? They're not going to be able to be in the sun. Their skin color, their skins burn when they be in the sun. It peels. Think about it. Think, baby. These people are attacking us, but they're preventing themselves while they're attacking us. They're allowing us to see and to know why they go to certain places and get certain help or go to certain clinics and work in certain fields because they're not they don't want this out. They're not looking at, they don't want me to say it. They manipulate the system. Now they've been caught. They picked the wrong one. They did. They picked the wrong one. They was getting away too long. They got greedy. Somebody got greedy. Out of that group, they got greedy. They didn't want you to have shit. And what's so crazy about it, I never knew that all these people was feeding off of me. That's the crazy part about it. I never knew that shit. Never in my motherfucking life. Never knew it. So it's like the same, and I would think my mama was crazy, y'all. My mom will be walking down the street, and my mom how would I say this? My mom will be like, y'all go ahead. My mama had a donkey booty. I'm gonna lie, my mama had a big booty. Okay? I got a couple people in my family with donkey booties, okay? We had pretty shape, we were big thick women now. We cornbread fed. And my mama say they motherfuckers just wanna look at my ass. And I say, Mama, don't do that. You can't say that, Mama. And he said, yeah, that's what I go. She said, well, go. And the man was just looking, he was just like, he was ready too. I ain't lying. My mom was looking like, you son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And my mom did not like that. And men didn't give a fuck. If men think something look good, they want to look at it. Okay? They want to look at it. And he wanted to look at it. And I walked behind my mama. I sure did. I walked behind my mama. Cut my mama booty. Because what you looking at, sir, don't do that. That's disrespectful. That's like a dog in heat. Yeah, that's how a man do. When they see a woman that's not active, that man get in heat behind a woman. That's just like a dog. Yeah, they get turned on. Anyway, moving forward. So I would wonder why I would think my mama be tripping. Like when my mama walk home from work or whatever, like I would see my mom like, she would like, she wouldn't really yell or scream at nobody while she walked. But it was just like she could tell like they were trolling her, and I wasn't understanding. I was a kid, I was young, I didn't understand what was going on. I had no idea. So when my mom starts doing certain shit and started saying certain stuff, now I'm grown, now I'm starting to believe what they did to my mom. It ran her crazy. My mama was taking medication. That's why I never took medication. I'm the one that got my mama help. Before my baby father died and passed away, my baby daddy said, you're gonna regret if you don't get your mama help. And I was next to my oldest sister. He was like, you gonna regret that, Erica. You need to get your mama some help. And I did. And I cried like a baby. I was so scared. I was terrified. I never been that scared. That was all I had. My mom was all I knew. I didn't even have no kids at that time. I had my oldest daughter, Kimberly. And she was in care. Okay, but going through that whole situation, it just made me feel like, goddamn, like they trying to do me like they did my mama. I ain't going out like that. I ain't having that. Ain't shit wrong with me. I witnessed how they treated my mama. Talked about my mama like she wasn't shit. Talk shit to my mama. And you got the nurse to try to, then the same ones that came against you and your mama, they got the nurse to try to come up against you and your kids. Man, you must be crazy. Yeah, I'm standing full 10 toes on this one. I ain't letting down on that. They talk to my mom like my mama wasn't nothing, man. Now get away from me, you stink. You nasty. You ain't take no bath, that talk shit to her. Yes, all of that. All of that. All of that. It is so much that I deal with as a child, and just to see how certain things be, you heal from things, and you can go back and look at it, and how people in the family that try to cause chaos in your life, from them causing chaos, and how they treated your parents, and how somebody turn around and try to treat you, and then when it get to you, it's like, I'm the curse breaker. My mama was supposed to break this curse. And I'm tearing this bloodline. I'm tearing shit up off the motherfucking bloodline. I'm telling you, I'm tearing it up. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm taking this struggle like a motherfucking warrior. And hey, I'm telling my truth, and I ain't complaining. That's what brings me joy. I ain't complaining about it. I'm speaking my truth. Huh? Can't tell me I ain't no warrior. You can't tell me I ain't no child of God. Nobody can't tell me who I am. I know who I am. And I stand on that. Can't nobody make me feel no less than who I am. Can't nobody make me dim my light for nobody else to stand tall. I am the giant. I am the giant on this bloodline. I will break this curse off this family bloodline. I stand in authority on that. I stand on business. My kids will not be like nobody else's child. My kid will be a child of God. I raised them like that. God said if a child lose themselves, they will find themselves. Each man or child. That's written already. In stone. You can't take it. You can't have it. And I meant that. So all y'all causing hell and chaos, enjoy it. Please do. Please do. Because we know deep inside, you're worried. You're scared. You're projecting. Coffee, you want some? Thought I'd offer you some. Maybe you'll wake up. Maybe you'll realize something. Pretty good. I'm going to go check my food. All right, my little tater's going to have a little crunch to it. That's all right. The crunchier, the better. Anyways, y'all, at the end of the day, stand in authority, y'all. Stand on business, especially when it comes to your children, your situation, or whatever it might be. Okay? Don't let nobody make you feel like you ain't got no purpose here. Because that be their main ego. That's what they want. They want you to feel like you ain't got no purpose here. And when they the ones that know that their purpose is over here, especially when it comes to you, they not even on your timeline. And some of them are waking up and realizing, I'm not on this person's timeline. You starting to be aware of where you at and where you going in life, okay? I was sitting down today, doing some, some affirmations in my book. And I said, you know what? I said, and I had already had a vision that I was going to do that. I believe I was, I don't know if my person sent that vision to me or what, but I had a vision of me working in my books, doing my books again. I got like maybe 5 books. I got another book in my room. I wrote a whole lot of affirmations in and stuff like that. It may not be the best of all things, but I tell you what, it was a start for me. It may be a little basic, but it's powerful for somebody else that's going through awakening and don't understand. I'm talking about new beginners. I'm talking about children. Teams like mine. Teams like those that don't understand spirituality. We got power. We were born with power. They're trying to take it from us. They're trying to hide it from us. They want power. It's about power and control. That's what it's about. And if you don't see that, you will never understand that. And if you're not awakened, you will say that I'm just talking. Because you want to stay asleep, and that's fine. That's fine. You can still sleep. But you won't still sleep over here. This is a channel of awakened souls. This is a channel where we prevail ourselves. We speak our truth and we stand on business. This is where we come here on these platforms and we speak volumes against those that's coming up against us in the physical, not in the spiritual. Okay? Because they're supposed to told us that, oh, we're smear campaigning you today. They didn't warn you about this. It ain't not part of the rules. They're breaking spiritual laws. They're supposed to have a reason why they smear campaigning you. You can't just go around just smear campaigning somebody. You're breaking the law, spiritual law. And all the ones that's with them are breaking the spiritual law too. Can't just go out here hexing and cursing somebody when that person just walking out here just doing and living their lives. That's breaking spiritual law. Because when that shit come back, what you gonna do? They always say, don't put out there nothing that you can't take in. Don't you put nothing out there that you can't take in. Don't go do nothing to nobody that you can't accept. Don't be going out there hurting somebody and then you sit back and you secretly crying about it because you know you wrong. You know that stuff coming back. Be mindful of what you do to people. Because the same person you hurt, you're going to need them one day. The same person that hurt you, you might need them one day. And that is true. You never really know who you're going to need in these times. You don't. You really don't. And that's what people don't like to hear. People don't like to hear the truth, the spiritual truth of things. Because you want to know why? Because everybody is in this place of, how would I say this? They're in this place where in life where it's one way in, it's one way out. And it's either I give it my all or I fail. Or I keep going and going until the sky's the limit. And it's like, you didn't see them signs? You didn't see them caution lights? You didn't see that spirit? You didn't see them ancestors over there? You didn't see them spirit guides? Hold on, did you see that in the sky? You didn't see that? Damn. Now, nigga, I know you see this stop sign right here. Nigga, you gonna pass the stop sign too? Oh, hell. It's lightning and raining. Do you see that? Do you see the lightning just hit the fucking car? Nigga. Oh, nah, yeah, you gone. Yeah, man, let me out of here. Yeah, let me go. You gone, bro. You gone, sis. Oh, what? You done fucked around? Bitch. What? Oh, you done made a false report? Oh, hell nah, yeah, bitch, let me go. Yeah, bitch, you cool, you got a fever. You ain't got no migraine. You ain't got no headache. Is you cool? Is you straight? Nah, nigga, you possessed. You possessed, nigga. What you did, what you suck. Bruh, hold up, wait a minute. Why the fuck you do that? Oh, see, I can't be around you. Man, drop me off. Drop me off. Hey, I don't even want to hear another conversation, bro. Look, let it go, bro. You gonna have to work with that. You have to do something better, bro. Hey, you fucked up. Hey, bro, drop me off, cuz. You crashing. Drop me off. Yeah. That's what your partner's gonna say. That's what your homie gonna say. That's what your homegirl gonna say. Drop me off, bro. Don't want no parts of that, because after a while, that bad energy, that bad juju, gonna start lingering on people. People not gonna want to be around people like that, baby. People not want to be in people's company and they find out what you're doing to somebody else. Especially when they find out what a person talking about in their situation and what you caused and what you did. People, and that's you walking with the same people in the same boat. You mean to tell me ain't nobody got conversations? Oh, fuck. Nigga, you fucked. And you trying to fuck that? Bruh. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch you on another time. Yeah, cause you ain't on. Yeah, you on a whole other timeline. This bitch over here on a motherfucking 7, 8. Nah, this bitch on the 12th timeline. God, you tripping. You tripping. What? Oh yeah, you messed up. That's how niggas be talking. When the person put their eyes on you, when the person see you, yeah. But at the end of the day, y'all, the divine will allow you to see that people are starting to be possessed. You start to see these people for who they is. You are going to a higher spiritual level of spiritual consciousness. After a while, they're not going to be able to have no room to control the sun. Why do you think in certain cities the sun is beaming out like green, yellow, and white in certain areas? Why do you think the aliens are prevailing themselves? After a while, the aliens gonna come over the world. They're gonna hover over it, and there's nothing they can do. They're not letting people take good people down no more. The aliens about to start prevailing in certain areas. They're gonna start standing out strong, okay? And for what I cause, I'm calling them. Hey, it is what it is. I'm calling them. I got the communication. I'm calling mine. You can say what you want. But I was already written before this even happened. I was already written in the promised land. Yes, that's divine truth. They came to me. They told me they're going to protect me from my family. You working with my family, you're not safe.
These people telling me this. Look, if they telling me this and they work with the government and the government working for them, you what? Man, look at here, you tripping. Yeah, you tripping. This shit real. This none of them fake I'm saying. I done told y'all my dreams. I done told y'all shit like, what? Y'all. Yeah, I see why they do just a little bit. They still gonna whoop your ass. Hold on, wait a minute. I heard them say, that's why I only did a little bit. She gonna call them. And look, and I heard telepathically, they still gonna beat your ass. What I got that off of Poetic Justice. She said, they still gonna beat your ass. She said, they still gonna fuck you up. They still gonna fuck you up. Ooh, you should have left that lady alone. Baby, when you can have a conversation and reveal the truth that you know neither parties are your best interests, and you on alignment with your right assignment, can't none of these people play with you and your energy like this. Okay? You are on the right path. So don't you feel sorry? Don't you feel regretful? Don't you feel remorseful? Don't you let up off of what somebody's doing to you. You speak your truth. Everything that they do to you, prevail. You understand me? I don't care if it's something so small. Don't you feel that spaced out where you feel like you can't communicate your truth. Be comfortable with yourself to prevail the truth, to protect your inner peace, to protect your comings and goings. Okay? And after a while, you're going to have enough proof to take to the courts and to sue this person for organized crime in a community. It's called defamation of character. For each offense this person is guilty on, they don't play all offense. And all they're doing is keep repeating it. They keep repeating it. These people feel like because they told what was going on or speaking about what's going on, they think that's going to make them weigh them out. It's not. They think because they got family in the courts, in the legal system, they got authority figures in the legal system, they think that's going to make them fall a way out. They're caught. It's over. It's over with. I'll keep coming to you guys about the smear campaign. Yeah, I'll keep coming to you guys about them raping me in my sleep, penetrating my butthole. Not my cookies, my butt. Okay? They revealed everything that they did, not to just me, probably did it to my kids too. Okay? It's a lot of things that they revealed, they tell me what they did, okay? So at this moment, at this time, be aware, take control of your life. And before I end this video, let's call our power back. Okay? Let's call our energy back. Okay? So, yeah. I'll call my energy back for every person, place, or thing where I left it. You do not have no consent to use my vitality against me. And I call my power back. I call back my energy. I call back my peace. I call back my joy. I call back my love. I call in my finances. I call in my health. I call in all things that belong to me, knowing and unknowingly. I call back my house. I call back my children. I call back my cars. I call back my stability. I call in my justice, divine justice. Harukora da bashanta kada. Borokontoro sori da bashoya takada ba yoro soya. You do not have no consent to use my kandrara kutere basoria kanababo soya. Know that. Take that in. Yeah. Now that's release. All that negative energy. I just saw a little girl. A little girl with some long hair. This is a black girl. She got long hair. She playing with a kite or something. No, wait a minute. I didn't see her no more, but this little girl was waving something in the air like that. And I can see her long hair in the back. It wasn't a Mexican girl. It wasn't a white girl. It was black. It was a black girl. She had black hair. It looked like a black girl, a black kid, okay? Something about kids, y'all. They could be targeting somebody's child, okay? Pay attention to your children. Keep an eye on your kids, okay? Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Bye.